Hi, you guys. It's Suzanne with Hello Gorgeous Life. And I was sitting here thinking about something, and I was kind of scanning a few posts on Facebook, and I saw somebody post something that kind of caught my attention. One of the things that we're experiencing right now we've got a new moon today, and it's also the end. There's these portals that are opening up, that Mother Earth and a lot of the healers we've been working on to heal people, or heal Earth, not just people, but and Mother Gaia. And I was just in here, and I was having my little afternoon coffee before I volunteer down at the fish derby shack. And so we weigh the fishies that come in for people, and it's really cool to be down there on the docks and visiting people. But one of the things that was catching my attention was earlier today. My husband had asked me, he's like, how are you doing today, typical kind of thing. And I found myself responding in a kind of an interesting way, and I didn't plan on saying this, obviously. And I was like, I had asked him if he had any insight for the day. And so when I'm saying insight, I mean, like, I call it your higher self insight, so that kind of that connection. And he was like, he was just talking about just relaxing and breathing a little bit, but you know they think somebody might have passed away up there at the where he's working. And so he asked me if I had any on my side, and this is what came through, you guys. Love. A lot of times when this happens, I'm channeling and I don't even know that I'm doing that. Love myself unconditionally as I am. Celebrate my own limited edition of me. I am a pillar of light, more creative today than yesterday, open and willing to be my best version of me. I have allowed too many outside influences to tell me how to live my life. Again and again and again and again. I do this a lot. I must be better at speaking up and saying no, even when many have their best interest. Encourage them to focus on their own life. And so what happens is when a channel comes through like that, it's kind of my higher self speaking up for me. And I don't know about you, but there's been so many shifts and changes. And there was a a situation here in Valdez, Alaska, that was very unfortunate. But I pray that these individuals had a good time at the end when they chose to cross over, that they were doing what they love to do. And so I'm sitting here just reeling in some of the creative energy that's flowing through me again. Okay, so some of you know me from years ago where I used to work with a chef, and I catered for like 5 years besides running my hair business. I was a very, very, very busy person. Call it avoidance, because I knew I was at an end of a chapter of my life, and in order for me to allow for that to finish, I was finding myself to be super busy. There were creative outlets and everything. I have been struggling with kind of finding my groove for a while of who I am now, because I was so buried in being a shadow for everybody else and being something for somebody else that I don't really know who Suzanne is a lot of the times. When I'm by myself and I do my healing work and I do oracle cards and I do all these different things, I get messages, and I know it's the stuff I'm working on. I play with my crystals, I make these healing pendants, I make all these different things, and I want to be able to help more people in the world. And so this is some of the really weird dichotomy I'm in. Today, or actually started yesterday or the day before, there's a gal who has a ninja foodie like I do, and because it's a new equipment for me, I've been watching a lot of her videos on like how to make different things, and I've been really kind of enjoying making things. And I have an Instant Pot, And being a traveler and stuff, these tools kind of make your kitchen a little more user friendly. And it's a it's been a dietary shift for the last couple of years. We're trying to find, sorry, that's the ice maker. Um, Foods that taste good, foods that even sound remotely good. A lot of times I have zero interest. I don't care to eat. Some of it I call it menopause. It's this menopause energy where you just don't want to eat. You're not comfortable. You're just, nothing tastes good. Nothing tastes right. My coffee tastes good, but sometimes it doesn't even taste right. It's my taste buds are all over the place. A lot of this is the energy shifts in my body, and so it adjusts everything. So, anyways, I got inspired to make homemade yogurt. Never in a million years would I have even attempted this. So, I decided to use my Instant Pot to make it. Had no clue if this would even come out right. What motivated me is I miss yogurt, but a lot of the yogurt you buy in the grocery stores has tons of sugars, tons and sugars and stuff. And so I thought, well, if I could make it and make a plain yogurt, then I can control what I put on it, and also I could use it for sauces, and it would be like a more heartier, good fats and stuff. So I decided to make the yogurt, having no clue, but I was excited. I was kind of like, this is kind of really cool. I've been having a lot of fun with it. So I make it off, and one of the things I learned is you don't have to. I don't believe you don't have to, but it would make for a runny yogurt. But I decided to strain off the whey, which is the liquid that separates from the yogurt culture, the yogurt itself and the culture. So I had, down here, there's only a couple little grocery stores, and it was kind of hard to find, but I did find there's like a kind of a little vitamin store thing. They had some cheesecloth there. So I was like, perfect. Then I got home and I'm like, what do I have in my RV that I can use to strain this when it's all done? So I still didn't know how I was going to get to that point, but I had the thing of cheesecloth sitting here, and it had the recipe that I used. I cooked it for 19 hours, so it was basically curing and incubating for 19 hours. Um, all said and done, I wake up this morning, and my Instant Pot, the little window said yogurt, and I was like, oh, the yogurt's done. Oh, okay. I hadn't. I was so excited about this. I didn't even get like make my coffee yet. Like, it was the first thing I did. I was like, I had to go check it out, and I was so excited because all the yogurt was up on top, and then the whey was on the bottom. So I decided to take a strainer and put it in a bowl, and then I took the cheesecloth and I dumped it all in there and to help it strain. Well, after a while, I realized that it kind of like after a couple hours, I was like, I guess it probably needs to be lifted, like kind of like a sack, to where the sack would hang down and then it would drain more. So I decided to take a wooden spoon, tied off the cheesecloth, and took a wooden spoon, and I had it hanging on like cups. You guys, it was quite the contraption, but it worked. Separated it out, put them in the fridge, put the whey in the fridge, put the yogurt in the fridge, and I decided I was going to make some homemade. Basically, it'll be a homemade version of a kombucha. It will be a fermented lemonade. It takes 2 to 3 days, so I have it doing its thing, and I chose to use honey and not sugar, because I know you need to have that to feed the fermentation process. So, but I didn't want to use the regular sugar, so I used that. Anyway, I use honey because honey, I still love honey as a natural sugar. So anyways, I had made these up, and all of a sudden I wanted to make like a jam or some berries or something. So I decided to make, I had some organic mixed berries in the freezer because I make smoothies. And I was like, I'm just going to take some lemon juice. I'm going to make this up. I used my Ninja Foodie to cook down and do the pressure lid. And I made actually it's like a freezer jam. It's a mixed berry freezer jam. It came out phenomenal. So I decided, it was all said and done, hours later, scoop some of the yogurt out, put some of this berry jam on top, basically. Berry sauce. It's kind of more like a chutney kind of ish. I was beyond I felt like I had gone to a gourmet restaurant and ordered this Like it tasted phenomenal. Like it tasted beyond yum. And I was like, I made this? Like I made this? Like I was like, this is pretty cool. So get out there. You guys, sometimes as healers, we tend to give to everybody else, and there's no reason to make this. I just decided I wanted to try it, and it was something I wanted to have, but I didn't have on hand. So I decided to do this, and I'm super excited I did because I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, you guys. I did something that is not only healthy, it's it just it the flavor makes me want to dance, and that's part of being a human right now is things that make us feel that good. That's what we need in our life. Things that make us feel good. If taking a hot bath with salts, putting a couple essential oils in there makes you feel amazing. I'm jealous, first of all, because I can't. We don't have a bathtub in an RV. But I don't care if it's like an afternoon cup of coffee with my heavy cream and cinnamon because I really like it. But the smell, like the smell is home. The smell is wonderful and it makes me feel good and it lifts my energy. So sometimes it is our foods in our lives that make us feel good, that make us feel we have to find our inspiration to want to be able to get through an afternoon or get up out of bed. And oddly enough, the yogurt made me pop up out of bed way earlier than I tend to sleep because I get by myself and I stay up really late and then I'm sleeping in. And but I like was excited. I could tell that it was done, and I could. The house kind of had this soft yogurt smell in here, and I was like, "What is that aroma?" Like it was just this faint yogurt smell, and it was just like, "Hot. Does this really work, you guys?" So, I know I've been chatting and talking because it's been a while, and I miss talking to you guys. I miss sharing. You know, I'm by myself a lot, and so I don't know how much to put out there. I don't know how much to share. I just know for me, I love creating. I've got some new. I got to do a reveal. I have some cubes, crazy intense cubes that I made, and super excited about getting those out. But I've got to do a little more work on them. But I will share with you soon. I love you guys. Thank you for watching if you've hung in there. And many blessings. And I'm thinking about maybe doing a little giveaway or something that for some of the regular viewers. So let me know if you're interested. And I could mail out a few little giveaways maybe. You guys let me know if that's even something you're interested in. All right. Much love and light. Mwah.